Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. The last Sunday of November. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody had a good holiday. Hey, Living for Jesus. Hey, Bud Files. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. This is the last Sunday of November. And y'all know on Sunday, sometimes I talk about different topics. And they go back to school tomorrow? Yeah, they've been out with about a week, right? What did you cook? Did you cook Living for Jesus? Did you cook? And how's your nephew? I saw where you was talking about your nephew. How's the baby doing? How your nephew doing? Oh, that was Grandma Lynn, baby. I know I saw something on your wall about prayers. Hey, welcome in. Too much food, I know, girl. I said today, I didn't want to look at, we through with it. We got finished with ours. Hey, welcome in, Simon. Are you new? Welcome in, Mio. I can't pronounce your name. Mio Star, welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, by the grace of God, we all are doing good. If you're in my chat, give God some praises. Give God the praises. My mother-in-law hasn't called me back. The last thing I heard, baby Emma was still in the hospital with prayers. All right, you from Uganda? Okay, I got some people from Uganda in here. Okay, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. I'm your host, Georgia Girl. And today is SundayTea and Talk. If you got you some tea, grab you a cup of tea, put some teacups in the chat. And, over here, I talk about wellness, my family, all about uplifting myself along with others. I share my real life medical journey. I have my panel open for people to come up and share anything about themselves. Over here, I'm all about uplifting and not tearing down. Sometimes I run across stories that really, if I think I want to put my opinion on it, I share it. I'm not sure if any of y'all know about the Braider story. And if you want to check out this story that I'm going to talk about today, I got it in the description box. Because, YouTube, they strict about playing other content. But you can see how those women did that lady in the hair braider shop. I mean, we try to help people with their businesses and, it still seems like people are still don't appreciate good customers. I feel like that situation should have been handled a little better than what it was. A lot of people does go to those shops to get their hair braided. Cause my daughter, she go. And those braids, some of them do a pretty good job. And they charge a lot. I mean, they charge a lot to get those braids done. And they be tight too. Hey, welcome in. But it's always ways to handle things. Some people try to handle things themselves, but I tell anybody, if you're going somewhere for the first time or you want to check out something, always check the views. Do y'all do that? How many people in the chat, when you go somewhere different or if you buying something, you check the views on the product to see, if you're not familiar with the place and everything, check their views, see what people are talking about these businesses and stuff, before you start giving them your money, especially if they're going to treat you in the way they treated this lady. So I'm going to be talking about this story. It broke last week, I didn't get a chance to talk about it, because I was out for a few days for the holiday. But if you have heard about this story, don't y'all think this could have been handled a better way? It could have been handled a better way. When you're making a hair appointment, or I don't know if she had been going to this place. I don't know if she was like a customer. Sometimes you go to these hair salons, Welcome in. What's in your mouth? If you don't get out my chat, my boot gonna be somewhere else. Don't come here being silly. I'm chewing gum. That's what's in my mouth. Get him out. Get that troll out my chat. Get that troll out my chat. It's about what's in my mouth. I'm finna show you this boot I got. That's what. Hey, Frank. Don't come here with that stuff now. Don't come in here being silly. You're welcome to come in my chat, but don't come in here being silly. Okay? It's about what's in your mouth. What in your mouth? Goodness. Hey, Angie! Hey, my sister! How you been? How you been doing? Y'all get that troll out my chat. Talking about what's in my mouth. What in your mouth? Silly self. Can y'all get it? These people just, they say anything. How y'all holiday was? Did y'all have a good Thanksgiving? Come here and ask me what's in my mouth. I had some gum in my mouth, okay? Is it bothering you? How y'all doing? Angie, I saw that pretty tree, girl. Girl, I ain't did that yet. I ain't did that. I always be the last one trying to put up a tree. I told my husband go on and take. I know it. You been doing okay? How's the family? Did y'all have a good? I've been seeing you in the comments, and I'm gonna be sending you something pretty soon. Gonna be your Christmas present. You know what I had supposed to be sent you, so that gonna be your Christmas present when I send it. I got your address in the email. But anyway, that troll just took me all out my game, but he ain't finna bother me. Talking about what's in my mouth. Do it seem like I was smacking hard or chewing hard? Do it. These people be having me laughing at them. But I had a good Thanksgiving, you know. I didn't overdo it, but I did enough. Before I get into my story, I just want to share. You get ready? You excited about Christmas? Okay. You know, vlog must start tomorrow. You're going to be doing some videos, Christmas videos. I'm going to be doing some Christmas stuff, you know, sharing it through Vlogmas and stuff. I'm still going to be sharing, you know, sticking with my journey with my foods and stuff. So this month going to be real busy. But I've been doing pretty good. You know, I have my days, you know, I just try to keep it going, you know. Thank you, honey. Those kids, they tore them pies up. You hear me? They tore them pie. They tore up everything. But Christmas, I'm not cooking. I'm going to come to your house, Angie. What you going to cook? Frank, how you been doing today? You probably watching football, I know. But if y'all have not heard about this story that I'm finna talk about now, and this right here is fair use. This happened over a week ago in Birmingham, Alabama. And I was just speaking on sometime if you just going to a place for the first time, or if you buying something for the first time. And Angie, I need for you to put a review on my shop. I need for you to give me a review. Let me know how you like your merch, what you had bought. It's good to check the views on a lot of places, you know. Then you'll know where you spending your money. People be there. I do that a lot, especially like if I want to go somewhere and eat. Check the views, check the environment, check and see how the customer service is, the management, you know. And but if y'all want to check the story out, I got it pinned up there in my description. But I'm fixing to share what I do have. This happened in Birmingham over a week ago. And like I said, I'm not sure this lady was a regular customer or what. But anyway, she went in there to get her hair braided. She went in there to get her hair braided. She said, you know, just like a regular Saturday, had an appointment. Y'all know how it be when you be made an appointment. And it's obvious that she knew the lady in a way to sent her a message to tell her, look, I only have $200. And those Africans charge from $200 to $300 to $400 to get your hair braided. Cause my daughter, like I said, my daughter and granddaughter, they go to those places. And those Africans, they are high. They do good jobs now, but still. I don't think that behavior was necessary, especially after you done told me in a message. The lady, this lady here went to the African shop in Birmingham, Alabama. I think it happened in last week. It happened last week. And she got some knotless braids. I don't know if anybody know what knotless braids are. I never go to an African braider because they braid. Girl, I be looking at my daughter now when they go and get their hair braid. You can see how they, you can see just how tight it be. And just imagine, this lady here went in the shop, right? You said, yeah, I heard about that in another person's video. You did. Y'all can check the video out. It's in my description up there. You can click on the video and see it. But those braids be so tight. Okay, this lady here had an appointment, right? You know, it's obvious on the lady had some type of, I don't know if they were friends or whatever, but she know the lady. She sent the lady a message. She told the lady, you know, when she got ready to get her appointment, what she wanted done to her hair. And she told the lady she only had $200, right? So the lady told her, yeah, you can still come. You know, that was the agreement. That was the agreement. She get her hair done for $200. Because that's what most of those, yeah, when she got in the chair, that's when she gonna say, you got to pay me $50 more. But the lady told her she didn't have but $200. You see what I'm saying? See, she agreed with the lady, and that's why it's good to put stuff in writing, have it on paper, but it's on her phone. She sent it in a message. The lady agreed. The lady agreed to let her come and get her hair done for $200. Once she got in that chair and they got to finishing up her hair, that's when they gonna say, you owe me $50 more. And the lady told us, you know, I seen the video. Y'all check the video. Yeah, she lied to her. And see, this is what I'm trying to say. We try to help businesses, like small businesses, and help people, you know, in a way we can, because we know it ain't that many, put it like this, it's not that many African Americans got businesses doing hair, you know, unless in, like the African, there's a lot of African braiders in different parts of countries and stuff like that. And I have ran across, this happen all the time. They tell you one price, and then once you get in their chair, they change it. And that's wrong. You can't do that. You can't have one price, and then when the people come in there, you're going to charge them because they have their own hair. They have their own hair. The shops use their own hair, right? And so, hey, Miss Lady T, how you doing? So the lady said it was some human hair she was going to be using on the lady's head. So she needed $50 more. So why didn't she tell the lady that before she agreed for her to pay that price? Y'all see what I'm saying? The woman lied. The owner of the shop lied and said, yes, you could come on and get your hair done for $200. That was on her. It wasn't the customer fault that she didn't get her other $50. But no, they took it to the extreme, y'all. Y'all watch the video because I can't share it. Only thing I can share is I can read the article and we can talk through the video. But wasn't that was crazy, y'all? Wasn't that was crazy? Now, I don't know if the lady was a regular customer. You know, some people have their regular customers come to the salon, and, you know, somebody might fall short someday. People fall short someday when they can't pay people. And it was $50 short. You saw the video? It was $50 short. They could have just let the lady win and said, look, you agreed to let braid my hair for $200. But then as soon as she got in the chair, it was a different story. But I'm going to show y'all, they got charged for kidnapping and assault. And I call this, it's a shame. You already had to agree to braid this lady hair. I know hair high, just like everything else high. But still, you agreed to this. You agreed to do the lady hair. So you actually, she went back on her own word. She was trying to be greedy. That's what it all boiled down to, y'all. She was trying to be greedy. You already, if you set a price for your customers, don't try to come in and change as soon as they get it in your shop. If you tell people this is my set price, this is what I want it to be, let them know up front that you don't do credit, and you can't take partial payment. If that's your shop, you should already have that where people can see. You see what I'm saying? Yes, she got kidnapped, girl. Look at the video up there in my description box. Look at the video up there in my description box. They kidnapped the girl. They pulled her hair out. And y'all know them braids were tight. Ooh. Just imagine you just getting your hair freshly done. And they pulling and kicking, pulling your hair and stuff. So these are the three people. This is the shop owner and her co-workers. The co-workers. This is what they got charged with. First degree kidnapping and assault. This is what they got. This damn right here, I can't play it. But this was last week. And they look crazy. They got some funny names, some African names. I ain't even going to try to pronounce their name. But this is what they got charged with. Kidnapping and assault. Y'all see it? They look crazy. So they being charged. They finna get ready to go to prison, y'all. These three women gonna go to prison for assaulting this lady for $50. That is crazy. But you agreed. You agreed, that the owner agreed to accept the money. But as soon as she got through, just about through, she gonna tell her, no, I need $50 more. And the lady saying in the video that this all she had, and this is what we agreed to. Now, this could have been handled a better way. Don't you think this could have been handled a better way, Angie, Frank, Miss Lady, whoever in the chat? How do you think, how would you would have handled that if you was the shop owner, Angie? If you was the shop owner and you telling this lady, it's fine, I'm going to let you go on and I'm going to go on and do your hair for $200. Would you would have went back on your word, or you would have just stuck to your word, let the lady went on out the shop? They held the woman captive, y'all. So that means they kidnapped the woman. This is crazy. It's crazy. You hear me? They hold that woman hostage. One let her go. The woman said she gonna sue them, right? She said, I'm gonna sue y'all. And the lady thought she said she was gonna shoot them. And it's just crazy. No, the agreed is agreed. That's right. Once you agree to something, see, this right here, that is the world we live in. Yeah. See, this right here is bad business. It's bad business. Know why bad business? Because you saying one thing and you doing another. Like I said, if you got a business, you know, like I got my little shirt business, right? Sometimes I have ordered stuff for people myself, and I would pay their shipping and handling. You know, like if somebody said, well, I want to get this t-shirt from you, but, you know, if I know you and I know what kind of person you are, and if me and you got that type of friendship or whatever. And I have done it. I will order something for you myself and cover your shipping and handling. But I let that customer know, look, I got this. And see, that's how you get more business. If you coming out here doing these type of things, that make your business look bad. You hear what I'm saying? That make your business look bad. It make others that have these type of business, it make other people not want to deal with shops like this. And I was just reading what they said. Not all the shops are like this. All the shops are not like that. But those three people, let me see if y'all can see the picture again. Those three people, like one of the shop owners had said, sadly, people do it every day, flip-flop. Yeah. Cause it was another lady. I was reading like some of the comments, right? And they were saying that shop always do that. But I tell you one thing, after this incident here, and I looked at the lady views, I looked at her. They do good hair now. They do some neat braids and everything. But this kind of stuff right here will mess your business up. It will. This kind of stuff will mess your business up, especially if because people gonna feel like you lying, you're a liar. They'll be like, oh, she tell us one thing, but once you sit in her chair, she flip a strip on us. And one of the shop owners, because she do hair, so she voiced her opinion. And she was like, all the shops are not like that. She said, now, this is how they put it. Not African-American women think that we don't love them and we treat them this way. Because a lot of people starting to boycott these shops. Some businesses are still going on. This happened in Birmingham. This happened November. From what I'm reading, it happened like 8 days ago. I was going to talk about it last week, but since I was out, with my family and stuff out there, but it just appalled to me, just to see that this happens, to see that something like this happens every day. If I feel like this, if they did that lady like that, they'll do anybody. And what people do for money. And that's just what it is. What people will do for money. And if you're charging $200, baby, $200 to $250, $300. I be telling my daughter, you paid that much for them folk to do your hair. Cause my daughter, she had went there. My granddaughter have been to these shops. And I be like, I would be paying those folks all that money, but when they do their job, they do good job. But it's just me. Like Living for Jesus said, they braid your hair so tight. And a woman was hollering and telling them to let her go. And they wouldn't even let the woman go. So someone did a video. Though I said, man, these social media, man, TikTok busting these people out. Like every week, something going on, and TikTok pick up on it. What part of she only got X amount of the money and then they understood? That's what I'm saying. She sent the lady, they was communicating through text message. See, that's her proof right there. She said, now for when I was watching the video, I had to go back and watch it again. She's trying to say the woman hit her. How did the woman hit her when they had hold of her hair? And don't you know, I know that lady head was so, y'all. I know her head was so. Because I used to wear braids years ago. And I know how tight braids be. I know how tight braids be. Sometimes them braids be so tight, it seems like your braid be back. When my daughter and granddaughter get their hair braid, they be like, ooh, they just be like, I'm on my other device. Hold on, I'm trying to download something right quick. Y'all hear me? I know I'm echoing. Hold on. Just imagine getting your hair done, freshly hair done. I know I'm echoing. Because I'm on this other device. Hold on, y'all. Okay, yeah, because I'm on this I was trying to put some in this from my phone to my computer, right? Hey, welcome in. How are you? Happy Sunday. I was talking about what happened over in Birmingham, Alabama, when that hair braider salon, when they kidnapped the lady and wouldn't let her go for $50. To me, that made their business look bad. So I'm assuming that they gonna end up probably. They said they probably end up sending them back to Africa. That's what the folks said about Trump gonna send them folk back to Africa. You know how people be talking, y'all. Lord have mercy. But they gonna go to prison for what they did to that lady. That was assault. Pulling the lady hair. They trying to pull the hair out the woman's head. Oh my goodness. They was trying to pull the woman hair out her head, y'all. Because they said they use human hair. So I guess they were going to try to place it with something else. Hold on. Days. I don't understand people these days. I'm finna get out of there now, y'all. I'm through. But yeah, this is what I want to talk about. I'm finished now. I was trying to put something up in my from my computer and I was echoing. I've never been to one of these shops, but I used to get my hair braided from a girl in my neighborhood, right? And I know for a fact the old braids do be tight. They be tight. They be feeling like your head gonna pop off. But it's a lot of people have complained. The name of the shop is Mama's Gifted Hands, and this over here in Montgomery, Alabama. They do good work at that shop, but still, nobody got to be treated like that. And it was another girl. She was complaining about the place too. She said she just wanted to get her hair braided, just to get her hair braided and put some beads on it. And they told her it was gonna be $80, but once she got there, they want to charge her $200. So she's warning people not they are boycotting that place because they're not sticking to what they saying they charge. I think a lot of people probably do that. They change the prices when people come in there. Because I know probably things probably been like slow because the government had been shut down and stuff like that. But still, because I know I be going to get my nails done. She was just saying, the lady was telling me how slow business had been. People wasn't coming in because of the shutdown and stuff like that. That's why when they know things like that, they need to go down on stuff. People can't afford to pay no $200 for a hairdo when probably ain't got enough money to even provide for their families. Come on now. I mean, you know, and I'm sure this woman have did enough heads to make $50 back. That was just if she was regular to the shop, they could have sorted out another occasion. Yeah, that's why I say I'm not sure. I'm not. I complain when I got to pay 80. So you be going to salons or you do your own hair, Angie? But the lady said the other lady would complain, right? She said the lady, she just wanted her to braid her hair. She didn't want no weed in her hair. No weed. She just wanted her hair braid with beads. It was an $80 hairdo, but when she got to the place, they're gonna tell her $200 for cornrow. You know how the girls be just wearing their own hair with the twist and put beads on it, and she didn't even have no weed in it. That's just straight scamming down now, y'all. That's what you call scamming right now. My niece is a hairdresser, so I get mine done for the price of the product. Okay. So she have her own salon. She have her own salon. See, most of these shops here, they, whatever they charge, cover your hair fee, because like the hair costs, the extensions cost, and but still, I think this should have been handled a little better. It didn't call for all that. It didn't call for all that. No way. And I went to their page. It's not open. They didn't get out on bond. They was on bond. I'm trying to put the picture up here down. They have gotten out on bond. They have gotten out on bond. I can't even pronounce their name. They ain't even going to try. But these are the three ladies, the owner and her employees. I think she's the owner, the one with the longer hair. But these are the ones that help attack the lady that went and got her hair done in Birmingham, Alabama. I can't play the sound. I just have to show the video like that. She worked for Don Muir Hairdresser. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's like when people have their regular customers and stuff like that, someone that come to them all the time, some hairdressers do give their customers break, stuff like that. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, First Lady, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Shout out to my beautiful members. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I hope all y'all had a good holiday. And I was just talking about this story that broke last week. I didn't get a chance to talk about it. I took a few days, this story that broke last week. And I was just saying, it don't make no sense that no one have to, when you go to the salon, like your hair salon, sometimes you can get your nails. So most hair salons, you get your nails done there too, or you get a pedicure. When you go to your hairdresser, sometimes that be a place that you want to probably relax a little bit, especially if they do the spa and the hair and things like that. But this is fair use, everybody. This is just commentary. This happened last week. I just had a chance to talk about it. And I was just saying it was ways this should have been better. It shouldn't have to come down to kidnapping first degree assault and third degree. These people finna go to prison, y'all. They're going to lose their license. They came over here from Africa. You know, they started a business over here. And a lot of people, like I said, I know my daughter and granddaughter, they like those African shops. They braid too tight for me. Ooh, child, it seems like my granddaughter head be about to bust. But I said, you know, I would have just stuck to the agreement. If you agree to tell your customer, yes, you can come on in. I know things kind of rough right now. Like I said, a lot of people probably have been out of work. You know, the government just opened back up. The holidays are coming up, and maybe she was just running short. And she explained it to the lady in her message. And the owner agreed. The owner agreed. Yes, you can come on. But the owner was being greedy, y'all. This is what I call greedy. Now they're going to probably, they say they might get deported back. Or they're going to go to prison still. But they done lost their license. And I went to their page. I mean, their business their business had been booming, you know. They do a lot of hair. But like sometimes people just fall short sometimes. But like I say, if you got a business, hair business, products, whatever type of business you got, let people know up front, look, I don't do credit. I don't do credit. If you don't have all the money, I can't do your hair. Let a person know up front. Put it where they can see it. Look, this is how my shop runs. But once you start making agreements and you don't stick with it, that's bad business. That's bad business. And people can report you to the business bureau for that kind of stuff. Because what you're doing, you're scamming. Actually, am I right or wrong, y'all? She told the lady $200. She told us $200, but once she sat in the chair, she said, "Look, you owe me $50 more." But we agreed on the phone before I made the appointment that it was $200. They was wrong, and I think they probably should have let them get out on bond. They all out on bond now. They didn't get out at the same time. They did not get out at the same time. You know, they let one get out at one time, then another one. And I think another one just got out. But it's crazy. It's crazy what they did. They should lose their license. All the customers they had, they should go somewhere. But they're trying to boycott these shops. But it's people standing up with some of these shops now. They said not all shops are like this. But this particular shop called Mama's Gifted Hands. That's what the name of this shop, Mama Gifted Hands. And from the reviews and stuff I read, she had some good reviews, and she also had some complaints too. Yes, when the holiday, I'm African, I always pay before I eat, because if you wait, the bill will gain to extra zero. What? But it's the name of the shop in Birmingham, Alabama. And like I said, it's good to, if you go into a place for the first time, like a restaurant, or if you ordering something, or if you, it's good to check the views. It's good to check the views. It's good to see is people interacting with these people. Because, you know, if you see that a lot of people are not going to these businesses, it's a reason. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? I see you had a good Thanksgiving. I saw your picture with Santa Claus. I was like, look at Kenny. I'm talking about the incident what happened in Birmingham, Alabama, with this saloon where they kidnap and assault this lady because she didn't have all the money for getting her hair done. You been doing all right, First Lady? You been doing okay? But I was trying to find the update on it, but they all have gotten out of jail. They didn't get out when they first went now. They was on bond. Somebody paid them, but she probably, she had a business, so she probably went up on her. So this happened November 21st. That's when it happened. They arrest the owner and 2 employees at Mama Gifted Hands. I just not getting ready to, going over the story. The arrest stemmed from assault and kidnap allegations by a client during a payment dispute over $50. Alabama law requires braiders to hold a natural hairstylist license involving a 210-hour training program or 420-hour apprenticeship. Okay. So I'm sure they had license now. I'm thinking they did. But anybody do hair in Alabama, they require for you to have a license. You doing good. So what you think about this story, First Lady? Have you ever been to any of those African shops? I know they braid tight. I know them braid now. Some of them Africans do some good jobs now. Cause I know my granddaughter get her hair done. Her braids does last a while. I mean, they last a long time, but those first few days, my granddaughter, she be in so much pain. That cost them more than $50. Sure did. Sure did. So they gotta be and had their license. So hopefully, they'll find out whether they don't have their license. But it's a lot of African shops out here, and they said what they did don't apply to everybody. But they said some of these shops be scamming y'all. They tell you one thing, and then once you get in that chair, it's a different story. So they held this woman hostage for $50. That's a shame, y'all. That woman probably made $50 back twice. Cause I'm looking at her, I'm looking at the shop website, right? She seemed to have a lot of customers. They seem to have a lot of customers. They have good views and bad views. Yes, I have a special one I go to. I think it's crazy how they did her. Yeah. So I don't know if this was her first time going there. And sometimes people might recommend you to a shop, but it's still good to check the people's views, y'all. It's good to check and see how long the people have been in business, and just like when you go into the doctor or getting ready to have surgery or anything like that, you check those doctors out, see if they have any type of malpractices or see if anybody sued them. You have to check on all that stuff because you really don't know who you're dealing with. It's good to at least find out what type of business these people are. They do good jobs now. I have to give it to them. And then sometimes it don't take them long, whatever you're trying to get done. Because sometimes they have 2 and 3 people on your head. But to me, it wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary. It could have been another way to handle it. This woman now finna sue them. She said her head was so. I know her head was so. Ooh, child. The woman probably they said when they pulled her hair, they pulled some of her hair out, y'all. Because when they do those braids, they add it in with your hair. So, ooh, goodness. They had to pull her hair real hard. So I think when you did the human, you use human hair, it do cost a little bit more, but she should have never made the agreement, even though it wasn't signed in paper, but she sent the message on the young lady's phone. So that's the proof right there. So she can say the woman hit her. She's saying the woman hit her. The customer hit her. What you think the lady was going to do? Is somebody jaking on your head and you're able to fight back. Wouldn't you want to fight back? I would have. They pulling your hair. Just imagine. I just could see how that lady was feeling. Because I have had my hair braided before. And you don't want nobody touching your head. Mm-mm. You don't want nobody touching your head. So these are the three ladies, the owner and her employees. They all three going to prison. And I think the owner was the one doing the most talking. The other two just, they were whatever. But if you with somebody, you are accomplice. What probably happened, a young girl that was doing her hair got overwhelmed by the amount of hair she had to use. She added too much hair than expected. Harder to braid human hair than synthetic. Yeah, that's why I said, it was something happened. Because they had already made an agreement. But I'm going to ask you this, first lady. If you had this shop, like the people would have shops, right? And it's good to tell your customers up front. I don't do credit. I don't do credit. You got to have all your pay. I mean, if you let people know up front, instead of making these side deals on the phone and stuff like that, she wouldn't have had this problem. You let people know up front, this is what I charge. This is what I do. I charge this for the human hair, the amount of hair I have to use. Have your price set where people can know. But if you're doing side deals or you calling people on the phone, they calling you, and then when you get there and you get in front of the rest of the employees or the other customers, you're going to act like, oh, you still owe me some money. No, you can't do people like that. You can't do people like that. That's bad business. And that make that person, that owner, should feel bad. Because this is your business that going to be going down the drain. Somebody going to get your customers. Your name going to be run. But I'm looking at this business. They do good hair. They do good hair. And she had a lot of customers. I don't know now because they start boycotting. People would lie to you on the phone and lie to you on. Yeah, and that's what happened, Frank. They always try to say, my word is my bond. They don't mean that all the time. Because people can say anything. People will say anything to get you. That's how they sell. That's what how people sell things to you. You know when people on the phone, they'll call your phone, they'll try to offer you this, or they'll send something to your email. That's what I need to do. Change my email out on some of my stuff. Because I be having stuff coming to my email every day. You got this, you got that. And I don't believe that. I don't believe in half of that stuff will be coming to your emails and to your phone. Because it be scammers. Can't fall for it, y'all. You cannot fall for it. Because this time of year, they doing anything to get some. I'm finna try to read what First Lady had said. It got by me. I see it. That's why we have to be real careful out here, y'all, especially during the holiday. Sometimes, like, when I be going to get my nails done, right? They be running different specials on stuff. And, if you've been going to like a hair salon or a nail salon for a while, they do try to, sometimes they'll run special. They'll try to work something with you, Let's see what she said. The customer had prepaid before coming. Then they charged the price when they were done with her. Now, that was wrong. That was wrong. She should have never did it that way. She should have never did it way. But it was another customer complaining, First Lady. One girl said she went down. She just wanted to get her natural hair. She only wanted to get her natural hair done, right? They're going to charge her $200 just to braid her natural hair and put beads on it. But they told her it was going to be $80. She didn't have no weed in her hair, y'all. Let me get it down right here. This is fair use This is for entertainment purposes only. Um, try to take this down right here. But that was too much. That was too much. That was too much, y'all. For them to charge for just braiding her hair. What they call them, what, cornrows? When they braid your hair, your natural hair. They, from what I read, they said the lady said she got some cornrows, and they told her that they was gonna only charge $80, but once she got in the chair, they want to charge $200. I would have walked up out that play. I would have, because they didn't put no weed in her hair, y'all. They did not put any weed in this next customer hair. They did not put any weed in her hair. She had her own hair braided. That's just highway robbery. That's just robbery there, y'all. If they just braiding your own hair, these telemarketers aiming at the elderly, they know they are easy. Yeah, that is true. Most of these scammers think people are slow and dumb. Yeah. That's why y'all hear my phone going off now. It just be notification from this person. I be like, how do you people be knowing my phone number? That's what I be trying to figure out. But my husband be turning his phone. You know, I sometimes I turn my phone off, but I know I be getting calls from my family. And sometimes if it be on silent or vibrator, sometimes I might not can hear it. But I be trying to turn those notifications down. Scammers call my house and I put music and blast the TV. I'm gonna tell you what my daddy be doing. But anyway, my daddy, when they call his phone, he be talking about ain't nobody but Trump, folks. He be talking about, my daddy be going off on those people. He's like, I don't want it's the holiday season, and we know that people are going to be trying to do everything they can to try to get a dollar out you. You have to be real careful out here, especially now. You know, I know that shop was not just, I know they just didn't really need no like $50. If they charging $200, right? If they charging $200 for that or $250, and from what I seen, that shop, it be busy. But like I said, you know, things have been getting slow with the shutdown probably. But still, I don't think it was where they was lacking, you know, was just lacking for that $50. That just, like one of those shop owners said, they were just being greedy. Just being greedy. And just, you know, just don't make no sense. But yeah, these are three right here, y'all. These three right here. They was the one that I think the one on I think the first one is the owner, I believe. That's what I believe now. Because I saw the video, but I can't play it. Jerry girl, that's why you have to have an old school phone cell. They be on there too, don't they? Don't they be on the old school phone? What kind of, you must be got a flip phone, right? Oh, you talking about the house phone? Do they be calling your house phone? one time I was thinking about getting the house phone back. Yeah. But yeah, I miss those house phones. You know how those house phones used to be a long time ago. They ain't, like you said, we ain't had to go through all that with them house phones. Yeah, but these are the three people. They all three of them got out on bond, but like I said, they didn't get out at the same time. I think the owner got out last. I think the owner, the first lady is the owner. The other two worked for her. I guess they were just her accomplice. Lord Jesus. Now they gonna have to sit back and think now. We didn't came to this country, you know, a lot of the Africans and a lot of people come from different countries to try to come to the United States to live better and have a better life. And you know, we try to support business as much as we can, but when they act like this, no way. Uh-uh. You don't want to be going nowhere if a person going. And then I was reading what they were saying. Some of them people be so rough braiding your hair. Ooh, child. There's some of them African be rough braiding your hair. I'm like, they got to be careful where they go. Because especially, you know, if you don't really know them like that. No house phone. I'm old school, brother. I don't go generation. Okay. Yeah, but it's still some people got it's still let me see. I know some people still got house phones. Yeah. But yes, these are the three people, y'all. Look at them. Now I bet they saying to themselves, we messed up. We messed up. I bet they saying to themselves. One on talk about the lady hit them. What you think they were supposed to do? If my hand was free and you pulling my head, I'm gonna hit you too. Shoot. Oh, 70 and 80s, baby. Okay. Well, I was 69. Yep. Birmingham Salon arrested after a viral. The video went viral. TikTok be getting these viral videos, Frank. This how a lot of people finding out stuff from these videos. So I said, in a way. Now we have to say this now. Sometimes social media does help in a way when it comes down and stuff like that. Because a lot of people probably would have never known about this if nobody wasn't videotaping. So I guess another customer was videotaping or something. But it went viral. Hold on, captain. They don't say how long she was staying in. I'm trying to see how long did they let her stay in there. I can't pronounce their name. They got some African names. But they all from Birmingham. The lady name with the Ray J Star, I believe it. Oh, I gotta still look at it, but I see that Mama was talking. I did hear the mama, a little of the mama story. His girlfriend, I guess, or his baby mama, was saying that she wasn't gonna be in a house, or and she's gonna make sure she protect her children. You know. Hey, Tay Weez, how you doing? Happy Sunday. You doing okay? Shout out to my gifted members. I think y'all will be members. I don't know when y'all membership gonna end, but yeah. I'm just talking about he went off on Brandy. I was just sharing about the three people that assault this lady when she was getting her hair done. And I was just saying this kind of stuff look bad for business owners. You know, your team losing. Who your team is? Who your team is, Jay Weezy? Tay Weezy? Who your team is? You talking about football, right? My husband quiet in here. I don't know. His team might be the laws. I don't know. He said too much about football. The Steelers. Okay. That is what they're 76. Y'all don't know too much about the football. Who they are? Pittsburgh, the 76ers, or what they call them? Y'all know nothing about this football. I just know about them Cowboys. My hubby talking about, how about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? I'm like, the other night when they won, he just kept on. I'm like, will you please? I heard you the first time. Did you hear about this story that I'm talking about right now about the this business with these hair braiders assaulted this lady when she went in to get her hair done? They told her she was gonna pay one price, but when she got in the chair and they got ready to get finished with her hair, they're gonna say you owe us $50 more. And the lady said, look, we agreed when I made the appointment that you said I can pay $200. And I just said it was wrong what they did. If you're gonna tell somebody, just for instance, you selling something, right? If you say you're gonna sell this for $20, but once I get ready to send you the order, or you get ready to order, somebody might say, no, they really $30. Don't you know that'll make you as a business owner look bad? Because you're not, you that's messing up your that's not a good look for somebody that got a business. Your word, if you're telling somebody something, you're supposed to make sure you stick to what you say. Because you can get sued like that. You can get sued. And that's what the lady told him. I'm going to sue y'all. Because they didn't have to pull that lady hair out. They pulled some of her hair out. Not only the weed, they pulled her hair. And if any women in chat know when those braids be tight, they had to pull her hair real hard for to pull her hair out too. So I'm going to stick it out, keep in touch with this story. But they did get out on bond. They shouldn't have. They should have let them stay in there to after the holiday. Because you don't do people like that. You don't treat people that way. We try to help small businesses, try to, help your color and stuff like that. But a lot of people don't appreciate good help. So I'm just reading what the lady has said. She said that, let's see. Her name is Jessica. We live in a generation that some people will say one thing and do another, right? Her name is Jessica Odom. She told WBTVM 13 she was excited to get her hair braided at Mama's Gifted Hands on Parkway East in Birmingham, Roebuck area. She said she loved the way her hair looked after she got out the chair. So they hadn't got finished with her hair, but that quickly changed. Odom said she texted the salon owner directly to book her appointment. In the text messages, she can see she asked how much for the boho knotless braids, and the owner responded with $200. When Odom got to her appointment, she appreciated the hospitality she received from the staff. Line these days is yep. See, she said, they greeted her good in the shop. She said just like a regular appointment, She went in, the staff were pretty good. But then the colors came out. She said she appreciated the hospitality she received from the staff, but that changed when she pulled out the cash to pay for the service. Yeah, I know it did. Odom said the woman who braided her hair was not the owner with whom she discussed the cost of the hairstyle. Oh, so the owner should have told the woman that was braiding her hair. I don't know how the people get I don't know how braiders get paid in shops. I don't know. I don't know if any hair braiders in the chat or anybody in the chat that know how they get braid. How they get paid? Like the ones that braid people hair, but the owner wasn't braiding her hair, but she talked to the owner. She texted the owner, and the owner was the one told her the price. So it's obvious that the owner had not discussed this with one of the employees. She said the owner told her the stylist used human hair to do the style, and now she owed another $50. Odom said she explained they previously agreed on the price, and if she wasn't going to pay any, and she wasn't going to pay any more. So they had already agreed. So she already knew what kind of hair they was going to put in her head when they made the agreement. I know it's old, but I can talk about it if I want to. Get out my chat. I don't care if it's old. I didn't talk about it last week. I can talk about it when I get ready. Get out my chat. I know it's old. You find one. Get out my chat. Let me get you out my chat. It happened 8 days ago. People talk about, they were just talking about the update. They saying all of them got out. I don't even know you. So you banned out here, okay? You banned out my chat. Talking about that story, found a new story. Get out my chat. I ain't asked you nothing. It's new to me because I didn't get a chance to talk about it last week. You see how these trolls come in here? Might be somebody, might be one of them Africans. You ready? Oh, Jesus. This is my channel. I talk about stuff when I get ready, when I want to. If you don't like it, don't come in here. Okay? It's just as simple as that. Talk about this story. Oh, okay. But I'm talking about it now. So I'm finna reading what the lady has said. I did not try to escalate the situation, Odom said. I just tried to de-escalate, and that's also what made me pull out my camera. Okay, she videotaped it. Okay. Because it's like, if I try to record this, then maybe they won't try to go to the extreme. Yeah, the person came to about this old. Okay, it happened, 8 days ago? Hey, Terry, how you doing? I'm here talking about this, this salon, hair braider salon, when they attacked and kidnapped the woman for $50. Somebody just trolled, I don't know who it was. Somebody just came by chat talking about, that's an old story. It happened November the 21st. That's when it happened. But I just got where I want to talk about it today. So you can always talk about stories that happened a year ago if that's what you choose to do. I blocked them out my chat because I want nobody to block them. So I blocked them. You been doing all right? I think I touched a nerve. She might be one of the hair braiders. I don't know. I just said it don't make no sense. You gonna lose your business, your license for $50, which I know them African make $50 time 50 when they get do those hairstyles. And I was just reading what the lady was saying. What happened? She pulled out the camera. She said, I don't know if they had weapons or guns. They could have done anything to me, especially locking me in the building, not once, but twice. I didn't know what to expect, and I feared for my life, honestly. They had kidnapped this lady, and they pulled her hair, about $50. They agreed to, she told the owner agreed and told her she could pay $200, but once she got in the chair, they changed the price. And you don't do people like that. You don't do people like that. If you're going to tell a person, this is what I charge, Stick to what you're gonna charge. And if you decide you want to charge more, you should have texted the lady back. You had a number. You could have texted back. She could have texted the woman back and said, look, I know I told you I'm gonna charge you $200, but since we're using human hair or whatever texture of hair or whatever style that you're getting, we will have to charge you more. I mean, it's ways of doing things. You don't take violence for everything. And the person came in my chat, you banned, boo-hoo-hoo. All the way you come back in my chat, you come up under a different name. You been doing all right, Terry? I talked about this because it don't make any sense the way how people treat other people, you know? If you have regular customers, if you want to give somebody a break every now and then and say, look, we good. Just get me on the next go round or whatever. It's ways of handling things. You don't have to take dollars for everything. Okay, you had to get rid of block somebody a while ago. They came in somebody. Talk about a new story. This story old. I talk about what I want to talk about it. I know this story old, but I decided I want to talk about it today. I said, look, you ain't got to come in my chat. I blocked they butt from over here, whoever it was. Somebody talk about something new. I'm talking about you, Nitro. You can't get back in here. A lot of people don't talk about stuff when it first happened. When it first happened, I think I was talking about something else. Yeah, talk about this story. Oh, yeah, it happened November the 21st, but I seen a lady talking about it today. She said all of them got out on bun, and some of the people are still. It probably was one of them hair braiders, Angie. Angie, they had a funny little day. I saw a radio when they had one of them women. I had their picture put up. The only thing you gotta do is type in hair braider, and it'll show. You know, it'll show when people been talking about it. So. Might have been one of them hair braiders. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Y'all just can't do people like this. They don't take violence for everything. But yeah, that's basically what I was talking about today. You don't treat people that way, especially when somebody trying to help your business. You see what I'm saying? When somebody trying to help your business, you don't treat them like that. You should let people know up front, this is what I charge. I don't do credit. But if you calling someone, make an appointment, they should already know your prices, and you should tell them, look, I'm not going to take no partial payments. That's not what I do over here. It probably was. It was. I think it was what I was talking about. This story, oh, find you a new story to talk about. I'm talking about you. It wasn't nobody here, so I had to ban them. I usually block people. I banned her. So all the way she come back, she got to come back up on a different, and I couldn't even pronounce the name. It was an African name, so. Yeah, but I don't think I tell people be careful, you know, because there are people out here trying to scam people, and that salon people they have been boycotting. Yep, I went to her page, and I don't even think it's open now. This right here gonna hurt their business. I mean, it's gonna hurt bad. Cause you're gonna be like, and I'm like they said, a lot of people have complained about that salon. That lady ain't the only one have complained. A lot of people have. So the business bureau, what they call it, the Better Business Bureau, probably got some info on them. And if they don't have their license, You got to have your license in the state of Alabama. That's on most all states. You got to have your hair license to do hair. Terry, did you enjoy your Thanksgiving? I had a pretty good Thanksgiving. I told my family, I ain't dealing with all that food for Christmas. I don't know what we're gonna have, but I'm not doing no dressing and all that stuff. I don't even want that. No. I think we might want to do something like some fish or something. Yeah, scamming people will get you shut down, and that's what gonna happen with them after they do that. I don't know how long they say. Now this is what they said. Trying to get up some. What they saying is that Trump probably gonna deport them. I saw what somebody said. He probably going to deport them back to Africa. You know, there are people come over here, you know, try to start businesses and some of them, like I said, I'm not knocking nobody for their business. Only thing I'm talking about the way how they handled it. It should have been handled a better way. It didn't have to come down to violence. The lady said she got locked up twice. I was reading her. She had an interview on Channel 13. She said they locked her up 2 times. I read she was trying to get up, but they wouldn't let her go. So that is kidnapping. But I'm just saying, everybody be careful out here. The holidays are coming up. The holidays are here. And you got to be careful with the online stuff. And when you go into these different stores and stuff, make sure you have everything that you have where you can be able to see it. You know, you have your purse. Make sure you have your purse where you can see where your purse at. And like the men, you know, like I know men have to have their wallets in their back pockets, but you know, like Lion Pride was saying the other day, men be toting those mail purses too. Some men be having those strap bags on them. But the point I'm saying, we got to be careful out here because, you know, times are hard. And if people feel like they can get over on you, they will. If you don't know how scammers are, they will shut you down. Frank, you wasn't in here when that person came in here. Talking about, I think it was one of them hair braiders. Frank, I think one of the hair braiders came in my chat. I'm just saying. It probably wasn't them, but they came in and said, this story old. Talk about a new story. I said, you can't tell me what to talk about on my channel. I know it's old. If I want to talk about it, I can. It's just like when you review an old movie. You can review a movie that's been out for years. And if you decide you want to review it today, that's your business. This your channel. I banned them. Well, nobody here to block them, so I had to put them on. I said, you banned. It was a funny little name. I told Angie, it was one of them hair braiders. Angie said, know what Angie said? It must have been the one with that messed up hair. Oh, Lord, let me see. Angie, no, she took a beat. It was one of, I don't know what it was, but it was one with a funny name. They had a funny name. Angie said probably the one in the middle with that messed up hairdo. You can't tell people what to do on their channel. If you don't like what people do, keep us strolling. Keep us strolling. Shoot, some people talk about stuff that happened years ago. If that's what they choose to talk about. Because they can do that. They have that right. They can say what they want to say on their channel. Some people talk about story over and over and over. Some story be so old sometimes. Some people they go on and on because that's what they want to do. I might have I've been eating with that. You probably will, but it's look. Long I can get what I can get them, I'm fine. But I just wanted, basically, reason I want to talk about this because we got to be careful out here. Check people reviews, see how long they've been. That's how I do when I get ready to order something. I'm checking your reviews. I'm checking your how long you've been in business. I'm trying to see. I want to make sure my money be going to legit places. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't let her do if her hair a mess. How she gonna make your hair nice? You right, Angie. You know that you know how the mug shot. I ain't never been in jail, but it's like when people take the mug shot, like they should be, I don't know, like they be in another world or something. I don't know what they be. I don't know if because of the light or what. I don't know if because of the light of the camera. I don't know, but some people be having some rough mug shot. Yep. So tomorrow we'll start the 1st of December, guys. We're going into the last month of the year. Wow. Ain't that something? We got one more month. So I have 35 days before my birthday. 35 days. I got all of December and the 5th of November. I'll be 57. If a scammer it is a scammer on social media. Yeah, it's some out here. It's some on social media. You're right. So you try me now. You try me. Get that food out my chat. Get that food. January the 5th, not November. I'm finna ban you too. I just banned. Now y'all want to come in acting crazy now, right? Calling me Mr. Potato Head. Get out my chat. That might be your wife I'm talking about. Am I talking about your wife? There wasn't no women your wife? Oh, Jesus. I'm putting them out, y'all. I'm putting them out my chat. I'm banning them. Only way you come back, you got to be up on a different name. Yeah, my birthday's January the 5th. It's January the 5th. Talk about some Mr. Potato Head. My head shaped like a potato. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. That's all good. These people, oh my God. You come back here and put some holy water on you now. I don't play. But ask somebody. Where that holy water at? Let me sprinkle some holy water in my chat. Ooh. Let me put some water in my chat. Keep these demons from coming here. Ooh, Jesus. Where my holy water at? Water. Gotta keep these demons out of here, y'all. They tried me today. Put some water in the chat, y'all. Let's put some holy water in the chat. Somebody needs to be sprinkled. So I ain't letting them folk worry me because I know they never trolls. And then sometimes it be people that have came in your chat before. It be people being came in your chat before, right? And they just be up under the skies. That's all. But like I said, I welcome people in my chat, even the ones that used to be over here and don't come over here. I don't have no vengeance against no one. This is social media. I don't know none of these people. And they don't know me. It's just straight entertainment. That's it. Entertainment. Yep. I don't try to lose no sleep over none of them. I don't. It just is what it is. But y'all had y'all dinner today? Andrew, who put that tree up? You or your girls? You put the tree up, or y'all did it together? I got mine. I gotta see what all I need and stuff like that. It seems like it probably somebody that know me. You know, it be that how it be. See, I just had blocked the woman, right? She probably came in up on another profile. Yep. So that how a lot of people do. Once you ban them, they can't get back in it. They can't get back in your chat unless they go through another account. Yeah. I had some more of my pasta salad. Me, it's a pop-up tree. Oh, it already had the decorations on it. It already had the decorations on it. I'm gonna probably put mine up probably next week. I'll be putting up a tree for the kids. I just do something for the grandkids. Yeah, that for them. I can't put up all that decoration and stuff because I only want to take it down. Mm-mm. Put it up, then they end up taking it all down. But yeah, I was gonna talk about the Campbell soup thing. Y'all heard about the Campbell soup? Um I know it's old too. So like I said, I wasn't on to talk about the thing, but I know let me see what they were saying. They were saying something about the Campbell soup. Did you hear about that? It's old too. So when it came out, I know Six Bowls had asked me about it. I told I had heard about it. But they were saying the man said camel suit is for poor people or something. And I love camel suit stuff. That's what I be putting in my let's see what they said. Camel suit drama. Oh, that's all? You said I'm not surprised. But did he get in trouble with that before? So I don't know too much about his story. But did he get in trouble behind that before? Oh, they said a Campbell Soup executive. This was 4 days ago, so this old too. The Campbell Soup executive called it product food for poor people. What? I like Campbell Soup stuff. A lawsuit filed in Michigan last week alleges that Campbell Soup Company executive made offensive comments about Indian workers and said the company products were for poor people during a conversation with a former employee. The suit was filed by Robert Garza, who was hired by Campbell as a cybersecurity analyst in September 2024. Garza alleges that Campbell executive Martin Bali made the offensive remark during a meeting in November. Wow. Which was intended to discuss his salary. According to the lawsuit, Bali made several comments about Indian workers and said Campbell is highly processed food for poor people. Lord. Mm, mm, mm. People be saying all kinds of stuff. Updated comment statement. So that's what it's saying. They ain't banned it. So I know I had bought I know I had bought some to put in my dressing. I had some Campbell soup and buys. I don't know if they tried to ban them or what, but he didn't have to make that statement. Gosh. Okay. So this was updated on November. This is concerning the lawsuit with Campbell. We want to make sure you know the facts. So this was updated as of November 26, 2025. Robert Goss, a former Campbell employee, recently released an alleged year-old audio recording of him speaking. Okay, I read that part. Wow. Hmm. I need some light. Okay, the company learned of the litigation. At first heard segments of the audio November. So this man recorded his talking to these people. Wow. And what they saying that after review, we believe the voice on the recording is in fact Martin Bailey. The comments were vulgar, offensive, and false. We apologize for the hurt they have caused. This behavior does not reflect our values and culture of our company, and we will not tolerate the kind of language under any circumstances. Wow. I'm poor, but I'm good with that. But I'm not spirited. Woo, girl, I'm full. I'm full of that. What's saying? I like that. I'm poor, but I'm good with that. But I'm just full. I'm not spirit empty. I'm full, girl. So the man made it, he shared what the executive said, but they're saying it don't reflect everybody's values and opinions and stuff like that at the company. So they said we're thankful for the millions of people who buy and enjoy our products. I like Camel products. Do anybody in the chat? Do y'all like Camel product? They got the cream of chicken, the cream of celery, the what else? Cream of mushroom. They have the tomatoes. They have different products. And they said they're thankful for the million people that do buy it. They said that the comments heard on the recording about our food are not only inaccurate, they are patently observed. They saying that's not true what the man said. They said the chicken meat in our soups come from long trusted USDA approved US suppliers and meet our high quality standards. All our soups are made with no antibiotics, ever chicken meat. Any claims to the contrary are completely false. This right here came from the company saying that's not true. Wow. So the man shared that he just trying to get, look, it's all about money, y'all. It's all about money. That's what it's all about. The man trying to get a lawsuit because of his salary. And I guess they are not agreeing with what he's saying. So he's going to say this and that. I tell you, these people, I just don't know. They, like I said, they do whatever for money. But they was letting people know that, it don't affect everybody's views at that company. And they don't use no processed meat. Because there's no calories. It don't be that many calories in that stuff. I like the mushroom, the cream of mushroom. I put it on my chicken. It'd be good on chicken. It'd be good on pasta, different stuff like that. I use the mushroom with paste and chicken for pie. Yeah, I like that when I make chicken pot pie too, or either noodles and stuff like that. I mean, they're not banning it or anything. It's still, they're still selling it, but they just wanted people to know that their views do not reflect what they're stating. And that's not true about what they're saying about the processed meat. See, stuff like that, when people make statements like that, it's the same thing about with the hair braider. It make their business look bad. You have to see even though they're not in a lawsuit, but it gonna make Campbell look a certain way because the man worked for Campbell. And it's concerning his salary. So I tell you, it always something, ain't it, y'all? It always something. But I have to check on that by Ray J. Ray J been going, he seemed like he just been bad for a long time. Ray J. He was with that Kardashian woman one time. I think he was with Whitney Houston at one time. He been around. This little bit been around. What you were saying, Terry, we must remember it's better to give a person the sour truth rather than sugarcoat lie. That's true. But I mean, like I said, I still buy those products. I still, I haven't seen where they shutting it down or they banning camels, because that's not what they're doing. I don't know how much money this man trying to get out of them, but if somebody got a lawsuit against him, and he said they don't like what one of the persons said, that the camel suit is for poor people, but like I said, it's in court. Yeah, he just wilding out now. He's just wilding out, pulling out a gun on his baby mama. Yeah, he's wilding out. But anyway, vlog must start tomorrow. I'll be dropping some stuff, different videos and vlogs and stuff like that. And this week I'm going out of town. My daughter taking me to a concert. That's my early Christmas present. So I probably record some stuff for my vlogmas. Yeah, I did see the video where she was saying that she gonna always protect her children. And she the one beat out with her children. She the one put them to bed. She the one feed them. I guess he's not there. His Boosie got a new girl. My daughter said we ain't gonna get her now. She told us she don't play with dolls no more. Girl, 7 years old. Somebody, she don't play with dolls no more. I don't know if y'all seen the video. They was dancing. I know YouTube wouldn't let you make no comments, but TikTok and YouTube is very different. They are. When I put a video up about them dancing, YouTube blocked the comments. She said she don't play with dolls no more. She want her camera. And I seen it. I seen one. She want a camera with the pictures where she could see the pictures come out. Frank said that's what Frank was saying the other day. These children be want to duck stuff, but I found one in like a kitty, and it don't even cost that much. We ain't talking about one. I know she talking about it's called a Polaroid, but they got them in like a kid style. She want a camera. She want a phone. What else she said she want? She got a whole list of stuff she said she want, because he's sleeping around with different women. That's why he is not. Oh, so he ain't with the woman. I gotta read some more about it. I just happened to see that video of her saying that I'm trying to see if I see it now. Where she's saying that she gonna always be there for her kid, and she's not gonna let nobody coming out with no weapons, and I don't blame her. Yep. But yeah. Yep, Christmas is the countdown will be beginning. Seemed like it came too quick. Like the holidays, to me, the holidays seem like they came around too quick. Oh, you saw it on TikTok? I think I seen talking about when the mama was talking. I saw it on YouTube earlier, but I didn't get, because I was looking for some more information about the hair braider. But that's his last baby mama, right? Hey, James, how are you doing? Happy holidays. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, and we know that Christmas is coming. Are y'all excited about the holidays? Thanksgiving is Christmas, and also my birthdays are some of my favorite holidays. Christmas and Thanksgiving are some of my favorite. Hey, how are you? Welcome in. How you been doing? Good to see you, Keisha. Good to see you. How you been doing? Thank you. Yeah, I was just talking about that hair braider situation, about how they attacked the lady because she didn't pay the other $50. And I was just saying that's wrong. You shouldn't treat people like that. Yeah, all right, then. It's good to see you. If y'all want to connect with Keisha Comedy, she does have a channel. You still be able to. I don't really see your channel that much. Maybe I need to go back in. Do you still be coming on? No, we don't be getting notifications and stuff. Let me go hit your button again and see can I start by seeing your stuff. Okay. You did something about 4 hours ago. Wow. How are you feeling? I'm looking at your video you did 5 hours ago. I hope you're doing well. Wow. You take it easy now. You have seizures? I'm just looking at your title you did video 4 hours ago. Y'all make sure y'all connect with Keisha. She been around for a while. I just hadn't been seeing some of her video, but I put the notification on again. Sometimes you have to go in and hit the button again. I'm glad, you take care of yourself, young lady. Take care of yourself. I have a brother that have them. He's doing, okay, but he have to take that medication and stuff. Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Oh. Yep. But I hit your notifications again if I can see what you've been up to. I'm just looking at your video. You did something 5 hours ago. But anyway, you guys, I haven't been on here almost, I'm trying to count. I've been almost 2 hours. I'm still a net. Yeah, I know you always used to do some funny stuff. And sometimes you have to laugh is also good for the soul. Yeah, laugh is good for the soul. Sometimes, I go through some things. I be like, Lord, sometimes you have to laugh to keep from crying. Majority of the kids should have been in the back of. Oh, I'm gonna have to look at the TikTok. Get that troll out, y'all. Get that troll out my chat, please. What is it? I'll check it out on TikTok. Where you at? Let me hear it. These folks coming here talking crazy today. Y'all know what's wrong with them today. They Sunday. The devil's out today. I told you I got some holy water over here. Keep coming over here. I'm going to sprinkle on you. Don't play with me. I'm one of God's children. Okay? Keep on coming up in here. I'm going to sprinkle the water up on your head. Keep coming in here. Talking crazy. Some of these people be just coming here saying anything. Some of us just come in here and say anything, y'all. What's wrong with them today? Did you eat too much turkey? You got gas or something? All right then. I hit your bell again. I know I have seen some of your video. I just, how sometimes you just go be and see people in a while. So thank you for coming in. If I can, you know, check you out some more. Because I have seen you before. I have seen some of the things you used to do and stuff. Sometimes we lose touch with some people because, we don't get the notifications and stuff. I'm talking about them trolls now. I think they got gas. They done ate too much. They coming in. Okay, you do too. Y'all make sure y'all check out Keisha. Like she said, she be doing different things over there. She have a positive channel and she will make you laugh. She will make you laugh. You be seeing Keisha on Instagram? Okay. Frank, did you see that troll a while ago? I was gonna put some water on them, let them keep on. When you get to talk about God, they get to running. Woo. Don't get me started now. Don't get me started. I don't mind talking about it, but you come up in here, I'm gonna pop off on you. They remind me how them folk be calling my phone. Them scammers get on my nerves. The trolls get on my nerves too. Yeah, but I just want to talk about a little bit about what's going on with the hair braider situation and what they did to that young lady. It wasn't necessary. I think some of them hair braiders coming here to get me, y'all. Some of them hair braiders coming in here to get me. Oh, Jesus. Oh. But yeah, so we just know just to try to be careful out here, y'all. Cause we know it's that time of season. People will try to pull a scam on you. They will do it. They will do it. And if you got a business, be honest with your customers. Be straight up with them. Tell them, what you can do and what you can't do. Because it's your company. It's your business. If you let a person feel like, yeah, I'm going to get a break today. If you telling the person, yeah, I'm going to let you, let you get a break, let you get a discount, stick with what you say. If you tell a person that what you going to do it. Don't you lying about it. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful of the scammers. People think they can try you and they think they can get away with doing things to you, they will do it. Like these trolls trying me. They trying me today. Yep, that's true. We must remember some people still the stink out for best. Yes, they will. They certainly will. So yeah. I do some online shopping. And sometimes, I do go in the stores. And I know like tomorrow is Cyber Monday. A lot of people probably bought stuff on. Hey Brian, I didn't know you was in here. How you doing? I just saw where your name popped up. You doing okay? Happy Sunday. Yeah. See, she didn't record what the lady said, but you doing good? All right then. I was just talking about, it's the holidays and people got to be real careful out here because it's a lot of scammers out here. There's a lot of people out here scamming. Hold on, y'all. I got a phone call. I was talking about the hair braider. Well, was owning that shop, the hair braider where the lady went to get her hair braided. Her and their owner agreed to pay a price for to get her hair braided, but once they got finished with her hair, they wanted to charge another price. And I was just saying that is bad business. If you got a business, if you say this is what I charge, you let your customers know, look, if you don't do no type of credit, don't try to give nobody a break. And then you turn around and change and say you want your money. That be on you. She the one told the lady that she could just only pay $200 for her hairstyle. But after she got finished, she realized they used the human hair and I guess the texture of the hair and stuff like that. But to me, that is bad business. If you're going to do something, do what you're going to do, mean what you say, and be done with it. And like you said, Frank, she recorded what they did, but she didn't record what the owner said, but she have it on text message. Her and the owner made an agreement. She got it on text, so she got proof. So whenever they have to go to court, she can show the text message. She might can delete it, but this girl, I'm sure she got a copy of it. That's why I say you can't think you can try to do people wrong and get away with it. So this right here gonna cause these people to lose their business. They're gonna go to prison, and they might have to go leave the country. They're from Africa, but I'm sure they got their papers or whatever, because they have to have a license in order to do hair. So, but they're gonna be getting in trouble for that assault and kidnapping. These days, you can't go by what their actions speak. Yeah. And see, they said they ain't the only time they done did that. They do a lot of people like that. They tell you one price. And that's why I said how business people are. They would give you a price, right? But once they see a lot of people come in, for instance, they would say, we having a buffet today, right? They can say, we having a buffet today, and they can set the price at, what, $8? You come in, eat all you want for $8 or $10. And once they knowing how many people coming in there, then they might want to change the price. See, that's what it's about, money. See, they see that, if they feel like they can try to get a little bit over on you, people would do it. People would do that. Because, now you can't get no all you can eat for $8. You're going to pay at least $12 or $15 or more. Now, it used to be at Golden Corral. Y'all remember, do y'all have a Golden Corral? I know Golden Corral used to be like $8, $10. I think it probably about 12 or 15 now. Everything that went up now. Everything. So, but it is what it is. But I just wanted to bring that today, just talk about that. Like I said, we do have to be careful. You all I need. See. I got some holy water. You want to drink some of that? On your mouth. On your mouth. I'm finna pour you some. Get that holy water and get out my check. Y'all trying me today. Make sure you get baptized in that holy water. Okay? I just sprinkle you. You won't be coming back. It's too late. These devils know they be. Let me sprinkle my check. Let me put some oil in my check. Woo! Get out of here, devils. Get these devils out my check. These fools crazy. It's time for me to get off of here. It's time for me to get off of here. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. But I have enjoyed, besides the crazy trolls that was in here today, I think things went pretty well. They be busy on the weekend. Them trolls be busy on the weekend. You hear me? They be busy. Then they come in with the craziest stuff. Lord Jesus. I done banned 3 people from my chat today. 3 people. I don't even know who they were. But I ban you. If you don't want to get sprinkled with some holy water, don't come in my chat. I better put that in my night box. That's what I need to do. They'll be scared to come in here then. They don't want to get sprinkled with no holy water. I get you. But anyway, I'm finna get off of here. But like I said, be careful out there, guys. It's the holidays. People are looking out for all types of reasons to want to scam you or think they can get over on you. You know, just be careful out there. When you're online, when you're shopping, just really be careful out there. Be aware of your surroundings. Just be aware of your surroundings. And also, if you're going into someone new, so a hair salon, or if you're ordering something, it's good to check the reviews. Check the reviews. See, you can just see how long a person been in business. If you get good views out of maybe 3 or 4 out of 10 good reviews, maybe that's a good place to try. But if you see a place with bad reviews, I be looking at them views, y'all. I'm telling you. I look at your views. I check out how long. That's just like when people come in your chat for the first time. If I've never seen you before, I'm going to go to your channel and see if you active on YouTube. You know, some people don't have a channel, then some people do, and you can tell how long they've been on. You can see if they're active or not. But a lot of those trolls don't have channels. Some people just being made a channel up that day just to come in your chat. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, thank everybody for coming in. If you're looking for any type of Christmas merch, you can check out my online boutique. I have different things from Christmas shirt to stockings to mugs, hoodies. And if you decide you want to get something, if you want something custom made, just let me know. Give me an email, shoot me an email. Let me know what you want specifically made. Which is I always check. Yeah, it's good to check reviews and see how long. And if you have to go to the business bureau and complain to some of these people, that's what that's for. That's what that's for. You can talk to the business bureau and let them know, look, someone stole my money. They did this. Let them know. People don't have to get away with stuff. But like I said, they do try to prey on certain individuals, the elderly. Then sometimes it be those kids playing those little prank calls and different stuff like that. But yeah. But anyway, you guys, thank y'all for coming in. Hope y'all continue to have a blessed night. I'm going to check on that other story, Frank. Y'all have a blessed night. Hope everybody have a blessed week. It was good seeing everyone. And I'm glad that everybody did have a good holiday. This is the last day, the last Sunday in November. We will start a new month tomorrow. We got one more month. This is one more month before the new year. So everybody stay warm because the weather is changing. Stay warm, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and always stay what? Prayed up. And until next time, bye-bye. Thank y'all for joining. And thanks for the stickers. I see some people gave me some stickers. Brian and somebody else gave me one. I think Keisha. It was good seeing Keisha coming and said, thank you, Terry, Frank. Who else came in here? Angie. Thank y'all for coming in here. Shout out to my members, Tay Weezy. Shout out to my gifted members. Bud Files had came in here. Who else? Somebody else that came in here. But shout out to everybody that did take the time to stop by today. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Stay blessed. Stay encouraged. And always stay what? And don't forget to follow me on my Vlogmas. And I'm still on my journey, wellness journey. So y'all will see something on my channel probably all month, most likely. 35 more days for my birthday. I've started doing my countdown at the end of this month, end of next month. My birthday is January the 5th. Okay, guys. I'll see y'all on the next go round. Bye-bye.